Demonstration, I'll be teaching you how to check your oil and teaching you why it's important. Okay, coming over here, when checking your oil, it's obviously under your hood, so you're gonna want to pull your hood latch. Your hood latch is located usually on the left side of your car right here, if you can see it in the video. And you simply just pull it and you'll hear a latch let go. Like so. You're gonna want to come over to your hood. There's usually a little lever right here in the middle that you have to pull up in order, otherwise you'll just pull your hood up and your hood won't go up. So you lift your hood up, and in most cars, when you're lifting your hood up, they have a little safety latch thing that you put up so the hood doesn't slam down on your head, and it simply just fits in a hole right here. Now, some people are overwhelmed when they open up their engine. They're like, oh my god, where is the oil? When you're looking for the oil, you want to look for the usually yellow cap, and it says engine oil on top of it. It's not your transmission fluid, it's not windshield fluid or anything like that. It says engine oil on it. And when you're doing this, you usually want to have your car turned off for safety reason, obviously, because your engine's going to get really hot. So, when you finally find your engine oil, you're going to want to pull out the dipstick slowly, and you're going to look at it. And usually you want to make sure there's some on it, obviously, to make sure you have some. And then you're going to take paper towels, start from the top of it, and wipe down to make sure all the oil is completely off. And if you look on it, on the dipstick, there's actually a thing where it says minimum, max, and then full. And you want to make sure when you take that, when you put the dipstick back inside the engine block, that it's going to say around max or full. Otherwise, if it says minimum, you're going to have to end up buying oil. So, after we wiped it off completely of oil, we're going to stick it slowly back into the engine block, and there's a little spoke that you stick it into slowly like this. And then you don't want to just yank it out right away. You want to leave it in there for a couple minutes. And you're going to, well, not a couple minutes, but a couple seconds, and then that will determine how much oil you need. And then you pull it out, and then you check. And if you can see, his oil is right where it says minimum, right almost where it says max. So he does not need any oil, and he's pretty good on oil. And then when you're done, just slowly put it back in, and then leave it at that. It's important to keep up on your oil, because otherwise, if you run out of oil, your oil pressure will go down, and that will ultimately end in your motor overheating or just overall breaking, and your car is not really going to work. So now that you know how to change your oil, I recommend you go and try this outside or teach your friends. Thank you.